Okay, time is 10:02. I'm about half an hour behind. Going to go up going around Coochie. It's going to take about an hour. Hopefully that wind's not too bad. It's going to take about an hour. It's pretty hazy today. I did bring a fishing rod, but I've just realised I've left my tackle box at home. So we won't stop for any fishing, we'll just do the trip around Coochie, and hopefully it's a nice day and the wind doesn't get up too much before I get back. Coming up on this red beacon here, that's the one before that an earlier trip where a turtle surfaced right beside me and frightened the bejesus out of me. Anyway, we'll see how we go. Okay, we're coming up on the northwest corner of Coochie. There's a little yellow kayak dead ahead, or as the camera's looking, coming around. He's going around anti-clockwise. I'm going to go around clockwise. Better for tides and wind. Swinging around to the north. There's a crossroads beacon out there. A couple of boats fishing. There's supposedly a bit of a reef there. That's my next port of call, I think. Quite a hazy day, as you can see. The Weather Bureau did forecast haze. I think there must be some burn-offs happening somewhere, unfortunately, otherwise it'd be quite nice out here. Anyway, this is Coochie, or the Emerald Isle, as it is more affectionately known as. A green ring of trees all the way around the outside of the island. A couple of houses hidden away in there. You'd be lucky to see them. Just see the odd glint of a roof reflecting. Very nice island, not very big, only 4 square kilometres or so. Nice for a day trip. Nice for a bit of a quiet holiday even. I just had a turtle surface beside me a little ways away. I didn't have the camera running, it wasn't a very big one. Anyway, we'll continue around the corner to what's known as Moffat Beach, I think it is. Yes, Moffat Beach is the first beach we come to. It's not a huge tide, so it might not be an awful lot of water there, but still you should be able to see the sand. Right. Okay, this is us coming around the northeast corner to Moore Beach. It's Moffat Beach. You can see some sand. So it's a 2.4 metre tide, and it's not quite high tide yet. So there's a few people, being school holidays, there's a few people out and about. It's a nice little beach. We'll go in a bit shallower. Last time I was here it was a big king tide, and it was a really nice day, but there was nobody on the beach. It's northerly facing, so it can get a bit rough. I guess when the northeasters are blowing. Around the corner is Norfolk Beach, which is where Matthew Flinders landed in 18 something or other. So we'll go around there. That's our next beach, around this next point over here. That'll be our next beach that we'll go past, which is quite nice, easterly facing towards Stradbroke Island, or Minjerribah as it's called. Right, there's obviously a bit of a fishing spot out here too, which I've heard people talk about. That might be something worth trying too. Only about 100 metres off the little tops of trees in front of us. Might try that at some stage. Not on a public holiday, not on a school holidays though. Alright, tally ho. A bit more close up of Morwong Beach. Swell coming through from something. Boat ramp there. So this is the northeast corner. Clay Island, almost dead ahead. another beacon here which seems to be a bit popular. Easy to get to, that one for me. And this is looking south towards Beenleigh basically, and all the other southern Moreton Bay Islands. And I'll come back in a bit, I've gone out a bit far. You can see why it's called the Emerald Isle. There's obviously those big dead trees. This corner is obviously corroding. Washing away. Ooh, little fish just jumped in. GPS, this fish finder showing heaps of fish schools underneath me here. They wouldn't be very big. We've got to get round this next corner a bit further before we see where Matthew Flinders made his landing. From memory, there's a nice little sand walking / riding track. I think it's in there somewhere, back there. Now this beach coming into view, I think that's somewhere along there is where Matthew Flinders landed. Not sure if it's on that far point or just around that far point. We averaged about 6 kilometres an hour across the bottom, coming over from the mainland. Like I said, tide's 2.4, it's not huge, so there's not that much current. But hopefully when I go home the current's going to help me get back. I think this is the beach here where Matthew Flinders landed. Being school holidays, there's going to be people everywhere, especially on a nice day like today. And when we get round the corner, you'll see what I mean. Somebody having a fish. Lots of boats out and about. Right, we'll head to the next point. Very nice. Boat going past. Wouldn't like to be paying his fuel bill. I think this is the Flinders Beach, I could be wrong. We'll have to wait till we get round the corner. About a metre of water this far off from the high tide. It's all sand out to here, so very nice for a bit of a dip. Catch the ferry over. I feel like I'm going against the tide here. Looks like the makings of a little creek there. Well, we've got a white fishing on the end here. And see what's around the corner. We'll start up again once we get round that corner. I can see a bit of shallow water there. Right, we're coming around that. I guess would be the southeastern tip of Choochie. There's still a nice beach here. And now we're looking definitely down towards Beenleigh, Gold Coast, actually Tambourine Mountain in the distance there. There's another nice cruiser going past. I've just had to deal with the swell from that first one. It wasn't too bad. So we're a lot closer to McLean now, which I think will be a push bike trip at some stage. Dead ahead we've got a red buoy, and I think that's rocks. You've got to be outside of that. Yeah, and there's a crossroads beacon behind that. So I think that red buoy marks some rocks or shallow water or something. It won't worry us. So some boats coming into view, and now we're sort of looking back towards Redland Bay. There's another nice little beach here, some rocks on the corner. We're definitely past where Matthew Flinders landed, I'm sure. And around the corner we'll come up on the boat, the jetty, and where the car ferry comes in, vehicular ferry. I can see a little Norfolk pine hiding in amongst all those. There's a couple of Norfolk pines when you look at it. Probably brought seeds brought here by Matthew Flinders, perhaps. Who knows? Quite a lot of boats now at anchorage, on moorings out here now. Pretty popular. We've got a bit of swell here from lots of boats. Hopefully the Osmo will take care of that motion. And we're around the corner soon, and yeah, I think we just passed a big shallow bomb, what do you call it, a bombie under the water. Just disappearing off the GPS, off the sonar there. So there might be some coral around here, that might be why they've got the red beacon out there. The red buoy, I should say. Oh, right, more and more boats coming into view, more and more people. It's not surprising being school holidays and easy access to Choochie via the high-speed ferry. Got a bit of white water action there, so that does look like very shallow water. Just like from boat lakes. Anyway, we're getting out a bit far, we'll come in. And that should be the Victoria Point headlands coming into view. Something just clunked in my pedals, not too sure what. There's a like a war canoe, what do they call them? There. Big canoe. Well, there's a number of them. Must be where the locals launch from. Right, we'll switch off until we get around the corner. I've just switched off and we're coming into view of the jetty, of the new jetty. Purpose built to handle the passenger ferries, and the vehicular ferry ramp is on the other side of that. I guess you'd call this set of rocks here the southwest corner, and 3 metres of water here, so you might sneak in. Oh my goodness, look at all the people on the beach. Definitely not a day to catch the ferry. So I'll have to watch out for the ferry too, because it does move pretty quick. The vehicular barge just left Victoria Point, is on its way over. There's a bunch of sailing boats here. Could be cheeky and go underneath the jetty, but it's high tide. My fishing rod's sticking out the back. I don't think I'd make it. Tide's with me at the moment. I'm doing 7 kilometres an hour and I'm not even pedalling. Hardly even pedalling, so tide's pushing me back home. And so we're well past the halfway point at this stage. I can hear the ferry has just landed and he's about to take off, I think. Oh, we've got people loading on it now, yeah. Ah, this is this little bunch of old, not ketch rigs. I see them down at Victoria Point Harbour a lot. Old timber boats, they're gaff rig. A lot of them are gaff rig. Although one of them looks like a ketch. Anyway, we might as well zip in and have a closer look at them. This fence you can see here wasn't there last time we were here, but that was quite a while ago. I guess that's to try and cut down on erosion. We've got a float on the top of the mast on that one. Must have had some experience of burying the mast. So he's definitely a twin master. Sneak, I don't know, I'll go around the jetty, I think. I'm try and sneak under it. So some of these boats could be 100 years old. Certainly looked like it, that one there. That's a catch. Is it a catch? Yeah, that's a catch. Not a schooner. Oh no, that's a schooner. Catch the back mast behind the steering position. So that's definitely a schooner. Alright, we've got kids jumping in the water here, so we're going around. We'll just have to watch the ferry because he'll be getting close to going shortly. He's going now, so we'll have to wait. He's popping out of his way. Starboard engine full ahead and port engine astern, swing around and get going. I'll just go full steam ahead. As you can see, it's very calm around here. This is the currently the lee side of the island. Probably not too flash in the southeaster, but it's good at the moment. There wasn't many boats here years ago, there's quite a few now. And yes, I reckon you could say Coochie's pretty packed. Now those 6 posts there are the guide posts for the vehicular ferry, which is, just have a look there, he's on his way. 50 cents now, of course, to get over on the ferry, which is pretty cheap. We used to quite often swim out here. I don't know what's worse now, the sharks or the boats. Didn't worry about those sort of things back then. Water temp 21.4, so a little on the chilly side. That's probably why most people are on the beach and not on the water. So again, you can't see any houses, all you see is trees. And we're approaching the southwest corner. Dead ahead. There's a big sandbar that sticks out there. There's a bloke already fishing there, but I might, even though I haven't got any tackle, I might just, I've got a paddle tail on the rod, I might even just drop it in the water and see what happens. Next thing I need to get going. The ferry's coming this way, and he's coming to there, so I need to put the pedal to the metal, so to speak, get past him. Pretty deep here. 2.7. I'll easily get past him. He's got a fair turn of speed on. Right, there's not sure if it'll show up. Public toilets there with a Matthew Flinder's figurine on it. Not figurine, what do they call it? Graffiti. Anyway, we'll switch off till we get to where we're fishing. There's nice red rock there, we'll go a little bit closer. It's 2 metres of water here, so it's quite deep. Don't think of been in this area since I was a kid. Down to 1.3 here, so just got to watch. Don't quite know what that is. Looks like you could land a boat in there if you had to. Maybe it was an old supply boat. 1 metre of water here now. I can feel the northerly picking up. House or something up there. Not too sure if that's a golf club. I don't know, we're not there yet. Pretty steep though. Just gotta watch the depth. Can't camp on Choochie, haven't been able to do that for years. Cousin Andrew and I did camp once somewhere in there. Watched a few boats come through in the low tide and put themselves up on the sandbar in the middle of the night. Not much you can do about it. Oh, that wind really has picked up. Pretty shallow here. Shallow here, it's half a metre, but as I cross it, you see the watercolour goes green and we drop to a metre. Probably a little spot to have a fish actually. Anyway, we'll head on down to the corner down here, and that's where the sandbar comes out. Yeah, there wasn't many of these mangroves or whatever they are, the cotton trees here years ago. They've grown up a lot. Let's hope the sandbar doesn't come in. I'll be getting out and pushing. A bit of erosion here, that was the word I was trying to think of before. I used corrosion. You can see Mount Cotton in the background there. And the northern jetty over there behind that white catamaran. You can see one of the new high-rises being built. Coming up on our fishing spot. It's going back to Choochie. It's quite flat here. What are you, a metre above high tide? I'm definitely going with the tide. I'm doing 7.5 kilometres an hour here, which is pretty quick. Righto, stopped and had a fish. Got one little, that's it. Just off the corner back there, but heading home now. The winds are, in the open water, it's probably up to 10 knots. So time to head home. Didn't really clear up. Still pretty hazy. That's Cleveland dead ahead. Might just quickly stop at that closest red beacon to home, which is dead ahead, before we zoom in to home. So I'll work out how long it took to go round, but I did stop and have a bit of a fish. Wasn't that bad. Calculations were about 1 hour and 10 minutes to go around at 6 kilometres an hour. I'm averaging 5.5 at the moment. It's probably not bad considering we've been pedalling for more than an hour. Anyway, we'll have a go with this red beacon and then we'll head for home. And yeah, it's a really nice day out here. Next time I'll remember to bring the fishing gear. That's it.